Hello and welcome to Sheffield for National Points Championship Shootout Round 1, sponsored by G&T Robson. The race for the Silver Roof starts here. As part of our focus, we're going to feature driver spotlights over 6 rounds, 2 drivers per round. Today, we're starting with 212 Danny Wayman and 515 Frankie Wainman Jr. We're going to follow them throughout the course of the meeting, the ups and the downs, and see how they end up at the end.
On the front.
So with 212 Danny Wayman. Danny, shootout round 1. Are you excited?
Sheffield's my favourite track.
Yeah.
So I'm not happy with the fixture, how it's come about.
Yeah.
I don't think it should have been after a Bradford on the Saturday night, especially not before the World Final. I think the shootout holds more right to be started after the World Final.
Yeah.
But we've got to be here, haven't we?
Yeah.
Stop it, you.
And like I say, Sheffield is your favourite track?
Yeah, Sheffield by far is my favourite track. I just have the confidence around it here. Yeah.
She's been good as gold, and now she's on camera. She's like, I want to be.
She's just a loud, noisy one. The other child's quiet as a mouse.
Who does she take after?
Jess.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, she don't watch stuff like this, so I'm alright.
You're right. Shootout, you win it a lot. In most seasons you're in the shootout. You normally do. Shootout, you tend to win it most seasons. Yeah. Last year wasn't so good, but most years you've had a good sort of run in the shootout.
Yeah, I have to be fair. Last year just played with bad luck, I think, and I couldn't finish a race.
Yeah.
Trying, so that's all it is. Especially in the first few rounds, you've got to finish every race and keep your points up and your confidence is up there. As soon as you start dropping away, you just feel less interested in it. I think when you've got the points and you're up there, you put the effort in a bit more. It does cost a lot more to do the shootout. You've got to have good tyres on. Whereas like last night, it was one of them meetings where I was saving tyres for today, so I put that on and we'll run that one off. Yeah. So hopefully we'll have a good run today.
Yeah. Right. This year, I think it's probably the best I've seen you drive for a long time. To be fair, do you know what I mean? You seem like loads of confidence, and you're kind of doing stuff that maybe not seen you done before, but it's been bad luck. Like semi-final, especially.
Yeah, we've gone back to 2 cars this year. I know I've raced Carl's car at the Skeg and did really well in that, and I was quite shocked at how well I did in that, and it made me want to have 2 cars again. And it is hard work. Then again, I raced this at Buxton, did all right.
It's very wet at Buxton.
It's a wet Buxton, but the tarmac car is really good. I was unlucky in the British. I went out and I think I'd have been on the podium in that. Would have easily been on the podium in my semi. Yeah. He's been there all year, and as soon as you get a bit of confidence in yourself and the car's good, it makes a hell of a difference. Yeah. And we've cut back on meetings a bit, and cutting back has helped me because the shockers are better, the tyres are better, they're less worn, a bit more money to spend. And quite a few new sponsors jump on, and when you're winning, they're willing to put more money in.
Of course.
So it all comes out better.
Good.
Tick free.
We're all good. It's like, in terms of this year's shootout, are you confident actually? Because people go, it's Tom's every year, but I don't think that's the case.
It is hard to beat Tom because out and out his average is so high. He can score points no matter what. He wins races from nothing. Yeah. And it's all about in the shootout consistency, scoring points. Where as a driver, I normally do that. Not consistently high points, but consistent points. So I always think I have a chance. You just need a bit of argy-bargy, but racing's costing that much money. People don't get stuck in as much as they used to. Because
I remember talking to you like ages ago, and we were talking about the shootout, and those round 1, 2, 3 used to be like carnage. Damn it, but it's not like that now. It's kind of settled down a little bit, hasn't it?
They put that gap in, and that's helped. So it's 2 groups of 6 rather than a massive push in the first bend. And I think drivers it needs an uplift. It's a bit of a stale championship a little bit now, especially in the first few rounds. Drivers are just consistent on trying to get points. Whether I don't know, a knockout race or something, I don't know, but we just need. It's hard work because it just costs so much money, and right end of the season to put 10 rounds in with a lot of money is hard.
Yeah, because I think the shootout itself, it's a great idea, and it does give that interest in it's the race for the silver reef. And you're right, maybe a few tweaks along the way would just kind of reinvent it a little bit.
Yeah, it's that, and your tackle's worn out more towards the end of the year, and I don't know. I think it's a good championship. Yeah. I think it keeps drivers a bit and crowds going towards the end of the season, but I don't know what they need to do. It's a hard situation to be in. I know they promote it really well. I know they do Shootout juniors, stuff like that. Everything they can try and do, they're doing. It's just unfortunately, it's just money.
Yeah.
And the cost of how much it costs to race, and there's nothing the promoters or anybody can do about fuel costs.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Everybody's living costs have gone up, so something's got to take a hit. And when you're just racing these as a hobby as such, that takes a hit.
Okay, good. We like the conversation. Good luck today. We'll come and talk to you because we're doing 4 straight races today, aren't we? I think.
Yeah. Well, I think there's 3 formers on, so make it a bit better today.
Yeah. So we'll come and talk to you about the meeting, and then hopefully you've had a great one because we love Sheffield.
Well,
and then, confidence for the rest post-World Final.
Hopefully Paul Harrison deals with Craig Finnikin being a red top. But other than that, we'll be all right.
Thank you very much.
No worries.
Go. 5 on 5, Frankie Wainman Jr. Driver Spotlight. We did Hednesford last year in the cold, and we've done Sheffield this year.
Yes.
Happy with the shootout. We're having a good run of luck, aren't we? No.
Not at all. No, I can't do anything right. Not a thing. Yeah, luckily last night Dan offered me this car for today. He wasn't coming. He's gone skeggy with Archie, and he said, "Look, take the car, use it." So we can't nail this car at all. We can't sort it. We can't sort out what's going on. It's been years of brilliant engine, and then now we just cannot put his finger on it. So I don't know.
So was it engine again last night?
Yeah. Still not right. It's getting hot now, and I'm losing the will to live. To
which is not good prep when we're going into the race for the silver reef.
No, it isn't. No, but there's a few of us in with a shout at the shootout, so we'll just pick some points up, see what we can do. I mean, I don't know what car Tom's using today. He said he was using one of the older cars, saving his for World Final.
Because this fixture's come about, because it is a bit of an odd...
Yeah, it is. It should be before the World Final. We shouldn't have had a meeting last night before the start of the shootout. We try and support the meetings and do the meetings, but obviously, I wrecked mine last night.
Yeah.
Probably good for me that it is that way this year, but we're struggling for cars. It's 2 weeks before the World Final, so it's a tough one.
Yeah. In terms of, are you going into it again like you did last year, points, and see what comes out at the end?
Yeah, totally. I mean, obviously, without taking the battle to Tom, if my cars were up to it, everything was. You've got to be able to work on your cars, you know what I mean? And obviously, we're swapping engines week in, week out from one car. We've only got one engine between the 2 cars, so it's just hard work.
Yeah.
Whenever we get time on the car, it's not enough.
Yeah.
So you can't be race prep every time, and I mean Tom's just on his game all the time, every race, every meeting. Do you know what I mean? And I can't do that at the minute. So.
Do you think it's Tom's to lose, or do you think Lee's in with a shout? You got Matt again.
It's Tom's to lose totally at the minute. He's the most consistent right through. The other lads can step up if they want to. It's just whether they want to or not.
Yeah. Okay, good. We're going to follow you throughout the meeting. We'll come and chat to you during at the end, because we didn't talk at the end last time. And you did really well.
No, you did a run.
I went home.
You went.
Yeah, but I won't do that.
You abandoned me.
I know, I did.
On a good day, and you just abandoned me and left me in the lurch.
Felt really bad.
I stood there till 2 in the morning.
Did you?
No.
I spent a long time reflecting on that, on my performance, and whether I'd get sacked. And you sent Sophie a video, wanting a new presenter. But I'm still here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right, we'll talk to you about the meeting.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Danny, 2 heats down.
2 heats to go. That's 2 races to go.
2 races to go, but a second and a third.
Yep.
So that's very good. Very, very good.
Yeah, when Well, the team called it a win because Craig beat me, so he should be starting with us. But I've always liked Sheffield, and when you drive with confidence, you just drive that bit better, I think.
It was quite surprising. I think Sam have had 2 races, no yellow flags, so it's quite difficult to catch the people in front, isn't it?
It is, but with how the track is and it slicks off, the last few laps of a race, you've got to be switched on and really drive the curb, and that's where I think me and Craig are just catching people so much at the end.
Your driving style, we're saying that as well, your driving style, like Craig's, it's very, you're not racing tarmac, but it's almost, you're not like sticking the arse end out, are you? You're kind of driving it quite tight.
Oh God, it was about 6-7 years ago, I was talking to Craig, and he says, "Are you braking?" Yeah. It's the track, he went, honestly, don't press the brake, he says, just roll it in.
Yeah.
And ever since then, with
watcher.
Ever since then, I've not hit the brakes hard. You still press them, but I know what he meant.
Yes.
Don't, like Kingsley, you're hard on the brakes, so you turn it. Well, around there you don't. You and Frank always says to me, "What gears are you putting in?" And I say like, "Oh, 5.3." He's like, "You need like 5.9 in 6.1." I'm like, no, I'd never go above 6,000 revs around here because you just got to stop the wheels from spinning. Yeah. With it being a D shape.
But people would suggest that Sheffield being such a big track, you need to go faster, but maybe slow is faster. Yeah.
Slow is fast. He's telling yourself that when you're out there.
Of course. But you know, you've kind of 2 races in, top like shootout point scorer so far. Yeah. You know, Tom and Frank, you know, were kind of towards the back. They're not making any headway, and like I say, because the track's slicking off a little bit. Like
it is. I mean, I'm in a prime starting place, second inside out the first group, and 2 really respected drivers in both Pauls that know how to get around Sheffield. So as soon as you can get past them, I can get my head down. I just can't get to Craig enough. I thought he might have got. I backed off in the last lap because I thought he might go for Jake, and I could pick up the spoils, but I didn't want to be a crash on a crash.
Yes, of course.
So I need the points. We'll just see how we go in the final now. Longer race, so that one I think Craig had a different tyre on. He doesn't normally run one of them.
Right.
And that's the other thing you've got to watch. You've got to look at what other people are running. And Craig didn't have the normal tyre on them, but I don't think it worked.
So why not? Because he was trying something different, or he
trying
thought
something. Another thing is, you save your good tyres. Yeah. So we put a setup for that race that wasn't my best set. Okay. We had a good setup for the first heat to get me, make sure I got my points. Yeah. The second race, I've already qualified. I've already had a good place. But because we're a budget team really, and I don't have 4 brand new. So the final, I put a really good set of tyres on. In the words days of fun, the match staggered and special to go around the outside. So,
good. What can we touch after the final?
When I've got the trophy.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be good.
Thank you very much.
2 races. Yep. 7th and a 9th.
2 finishes.
So you're taking that as a win?
Definitely. Oh yeah. In the shootout. I mean, obviously to beat Matt and Tom. In both them. Obviously the first one we nearly got to Lee. It's just hard going round here. It really is. There's that lower graders. Obviously the front lot of the shootout get away. Yeah. Craig's in a race of his own because he opted out of the shootout, so he could win every race end of season. So we're sort of 7th. Top 10s are good. Yeah. So especially when I see Tom in the mirror stuff.
Well, that's in that race in particular, heat 2. Tom was like on you, dropping back, on you, dropping back, and that's how you finish.
He hit me harder and harder every time he hit me. He went backwards, and I'll take that. You know what I mean? He wasn't, and he wasn't being a dick. You know what I mean? He was just racing, but it's so hard here because obviously it's one speed track, and to move somebody, you've really got to commit. Yes. And it is hard. I got Liam on the last bend there, and obviously.
He didn't finish.
He didn't finish. I didn't mean to put him in a post, but obviously, a place is a place. Yes. So,
yeah, absolutely. And you said about Danny. I mean, Danny's having a great meeting.
Yeah,
second
he's quick
and
around Sheffield. He always is. Yeah, he's always quick at Sheffield. So, and obviously he's in the front shootout lot. Yeah. So he's away at the start. And it's 4 cars up straight away. So it makes a difference.
It does.
So yeah.
People always say about you can get any car in any car and drive it. Yeah. Is this different?
No, it's good. A stock car's a stock car for me. There's just a pedal missing on the left, which.
Okay.
Yeah, I've left.
What do you mean there's a pedal missing?
On the left foot brake.
Right.
Matt doesn't use them in any of his cars, which all my cars have them in. So you get used to it. I'm fine. It's all right, but I'd have preferred a left foot brake in it, and I complained to him when I got here, but he wasn't.
What, Matt?
I asked him to fit one, but he wouldn't fit.
Has he asked for any feedback as well? Because obviously
he asked if I wanted one.
Did he?
I said if it's free, I'll have one. no problem.
Let's put great advertising for Matt though, because he always says about people in my cars.
Stock cars are stock cars, and they've got everything in the right place, they'll all go around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just drivers need experience and learn the track. I've been racing over 30 years, I can get in any car and go. I mean, obviously, to start a shootout, front or outside at Sheffield, I thought, I'm going to just go for it and hope it hangs on. And obviously, we look after this car to set it up for him, so I know how it's set up and how it is. So I've never driven it till that race, but that was good.
Good. And I guess last thing you're saying about cars getting spread out, and quite unusually, no yellow flags so far.
No, nothing.
So it is like kind of
Paul Lyons down the first straight.
Well, yeah, he was there. You nearly hit him.
I mean, you expect it from unexperienced drivers, but not from Paul. Just get your foot down, keep left. Hit a fence post, imaginary fence post in the middle of Sheffield, and bounced out straight in front of me and Tom and Matt. Yeah. And I'm thinking, why? Well, luckily I managed to get him right on end at nerve rail. Nearly spun me out, but I was still going.
Yes.
Matt come past, Tom didn't just get through, and then Tom put me onto Matt later on and spun him out. But yeah. But
no, what you want to see on the opening lap is a car that's
it's
facing
in the fence
and
coming out right in front, especially here because it takes front corner out, everything. It's like, oh, for God's sake, but yeah.
Finals on next. Anything different, like tyres, anything?
No, just keep rotating the tyres, keep them cool, just keep it steady and see if we can get in top 12. So, yeah.
Good. Come and talk to you after that. Thank you. Frankie, we just come off from the final.
Yeah.
Second place.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Very good.
Absolutely superb, yeah.
Tom, you were struggling to begin with.
Not really. I've been struggling with the brakes a bit all day because the winder keeps getting stuck, so I can't get all the front brakes on at the end of the race. So I thought I'll start them a bit more on the front.
Yeah.
And of course, for the first few laps, I said I can't turn the car.
Yes.
And I knew that was going to happen, so I just got my way through.
Yeah.
And then Tom come past me, put himself straight on a post.
Yeah, he did. I couldn't see that. Did Tom do that himself?
Oh, totally, 100% himself.
Not you.
Bounced out, got me on the way past.
Yes.
So I bent on my nerve rail and everything, and so that's under warranty. Got going again, but yeah, managed to come through at the end. Obviously, could have had a nice second and third with Frankie, Danny, but I just don't know what.
Did well to avoid him.
I didn't. Well, you don't know what to do. No. I seen Henry at the fence. Frankie's there, can't do anything, straight in, and then all of a sudden Frankie's up in the area, Henry's here, and you're like, all this work, I just want to get to there, that checkered flag, get a nice place. But luckily I managed to bounce and get through. Frankie didn't, unfortunately, but we've got it fixed and get him back out in this next one. So.
I mean, you could kind of see it happening. Do you know what I mean? And obviously you can
see it all happening, and you're back off. Paul were behind me. He's not stupid. He'd have just gone, just hang on a minute here, and
let it settle down. Just spoken to you before about you reading a race, and obviously you could see that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I knew I was in the top 6 before the yellows. I was happy with that. Where I was there, you know what I mean. And then obviously carnage happened after that, and we ended up finishing second. But it was an absolutely superb day.
And Danny won.
Yeah, Danny won. Obviously, brilliant. Yeah, he's quick here, Danny. He does go well here. He's very fair with Henry. I watched him with Henry. Just got past it. Henry just got a bit wide down this straight on his own, clipped a post, and then it was all mayhem after that. But
well done on the second and the final.
Yes, thank you.
Danny Wayman, you've just won the final.
I have.
You have. That's very good. We've talked today throughout second, third, and a victory.
Yep. So I need you to come see me at consolation semi first.
Okay.
We'll do a chat then. And then every shootout round.
Yeah. Well, me and Sam were saying that last year people were going, I don't want to talk to Jonathan because they have like really bad luck whenever we talk. But actually, I think we've flipped it around this year.
I just think it's Sheffield for me. Come on, can we have a world final here?
Would you have caught Henry without the yellow flags?
Without a doubt, I wouldn't have caught Henry. He was driving absolutely fantastic. I'd got to Nigel, and Nigel was still very sideways, so I knew I'd have passed him, but Henry had a good lead. And then I thought, when yellows come out, I thought, right, I've got this. And then he started to drive away a little bit, and I thought, I was going in a bit too fast, trying to keep with him. And then I thought, I've just got to go in a bit hard now and get him. I didn't. Fortunately for me, I didn't put him on a post. He hit a post on his own after, so which wiped out a lot of cars. But he was driving really well. Unfortunately, them yellows did cost him the final win. Definitely.
Because I couldn't work out. I was like, I don't think he's going to catch him because, like I say, the pace he'd got. And even when we restarted, like you said, he kind of went, and I was like, oh, Danny's good. 'Cause I think people thought first bend he'd be gone, but
I didn't want to go for him on first bend because I wanted to just break away from the pack a little bit. If I'd gone for him first bend and gone wide with him, Jake or anybody could have got the inside of me. So I always knew in my head I was going to wait a lap at least. I knew there were 3 to go. So he just drove really well, and hats off to him in a different car as well. It's not his. So.
And when you saw Craig parked up on the home straight, we were like, that's all right, I'll take that.
Craig pulled off just in front of me, and I was like, oh, now I've got to do the work to get past people who were doing all that work. So, no, it's one of them things, isn't it? To finish first, you've got to finish first.
We spoke at the start of the meeting, and you were kind of a bit like, shouldn't be a shootout round today. But now you're a bit like, oh, actually, I quite like this.
I still agree. A shootout possibly should start after the World Final. Definitely not on a Sunday after a Bradford meet. We've lost a few cars. It's hard up there when there's not many cars to pass.
Well, it's the first yellow flags, wasn't it? That was the first yellow flags of the meeting.
So now I need one in this race. But I'm happy, and I think Frank's happy. I've heard he's just gone over and ordered a Matt Newson car because obviously better than his.
Do you know what I mean? And we were having that conversation about at what point do we broach that with Frank? Do you know what I mean? Is it today,
just
tomorrow?
Go straight in and ask him. No, I think it's really nice of Dan to lend him a car, and it helps with Frank going in the car because Dan's got the confidence that he knows that car's right now. So it'll help him as a driver as well, all being well.
Good. Massive congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So
Are you ready?
He's ready. He's definitely ready. I have to check. We just had the Grand National. I'm always ready. Had the Grand National to finish your day.
Yes.
It was going all right.
It was going really well.
4th, 3rd, maybe.
Happy just sat there behind the top 3.
Yeah.
And then Tom and Matt just got tangled together.
Yeah.
Thought they were going to go right to the fence, and they didn't. They swung left as I went for it.
Yeah.
Popped over in front of them, brought front shocker off. But that's just racing.
Yeah.
Still got 11th, finishing got 11th, so still got a few points. But
happy with today, because kind of going into it, like we said right at the very beginning, run of bad luck. It's not great, but actually today's been all right.
It's down here.
Yeah.
You know, now I'm lifted a bit now, and I enjoyed today. If you can come here and get 4 places, shootout, good points. Oh yeah. Good.
Dan, when I saw Danny, he said to ask you at what point will you put an order in with Matt?
Matt's told me he'll do me one.
What? For free?
Well, it had to be for free.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
No, I've got one. I don't need another one. Oh, sorry, Dan. Keep having it back.
But well done for today. A good day at the office.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, superb. We all finished that one, and it was good. I say, there's a lot of damage here. A lot of things can go wrong. You know, like Tom not finishing the final. Matt was down. Lee was down. The big
Matt
players.
seems to struggle a bit today, doesn't he?
Not like Matt.
No.
I thought Matt was going to do really well today. Nothing in his heats. I don't know where he was in the final. He was up there in that. I just sat behind him nicely then, but
it normally goes well. And leaders, they're both empty. You kind of go, actually, Sheffield's a good track for you.
Yeah, come along and pick out full of points up, but you know, neither of them did. So
But good from a shootout perspective. You know, Tom's not done brilliantly today. Danny's had a great day. It's kind of.
You said that with a glee in your eye.
I didn't.
You did. You really did.
No, I think it's good from a shootout perspective.
It is. We need a bit of a start on him. Is what we need. But no, you know what I mean. We're only human, all of us, and we just have to keep doing what we can do and see if we can get some engines in cars, and or we'll just not book Dan in.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll turn our attention to the World Final in a couple of weeks. Then we're back to shootout week after Buxton. So
Matt Newson car for the World Final.
Yeah, I think so. Wow, what do you think?
I'll speak to Dan on my own.
Yeah.
No, we'll get mine out again tomorrow. I've never had such a bad run with it, and I just can't.
Because you went to Venray.
Put my finger on it, and it's not because we're cutting corners or anything. Everything's been done properly. It's bankrupt me a few times, and I'm doing it and getting it right and dynoing it. Everything should be perfect, and then it just goes wrong, and it'll change. Might change in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
You never know.
Thank you very much for your time today.
No worries at all, thank you.
We've finished the meeting, Grand National 7th.
Yep.
However, we need some dentistry.
Yeah, I chipped the teeth, I think. James Morris and Paul Harrison got tangled. I went the inside, and Jay Carey backed off, and I didn't. And then Richard Bryan, I think, hit back at me on teeth.
You normally wear gum, like a gum guard?
I normally wear a gum shield, but I think I've worn it away, and it makes me feel sick.
Right, okay.
It's like gipping, so I've not been wearing it for a while. So I don't know, I might get a new one.
You need a new one. A good day at Sheffield.
Yeah.
You're clearly top point scorer today by a country mile. And in the national, you were kind of saying, I need like a yellow flag. You got a yellow flag. Up 7.
I got a yellow, and I got past quite a few of them. I was like, yes, and then they started to tangle, and all the ones I just passed and come back past me.
Yeah.
So I still managed to pass a few, and yeah, I ended up with it, to be fair.
Good.
And puts me in good stead. I've got consolation semi next.
Yeah.
The car felt really good. All 4 wheels are straight and everything's straight. So
When I talk to various people, we always talk about confidence, and it's like we're kind of on that wave now. We've actually had a brilliant meeting today. Fingers crossed for.
To be fair, this season I had a really bad start. It all got turned around. My dad and Tom Boyd, Chris Ford, went to Mildenhall, and I was shocking. And there was a traffic jam on the way home. And I'm not kidding you, if that traffic jam wasn't there, I was driving home, I was that annoyed with the car.
Yeah.
And we just worked on it a little bit. We found 3 little tiny things wrong with the car. Just a brake pipe that had crushed, and all of a sudden at Northampton it transformed it, and I won the Grand National. And then it was like that kicked the season off, and I have really come on from there.
Yeah.
Like I said, I could have been I've had 2 top 3s in championships already, and really
Well, hopefully, you know, you will finish the season on a high. You know, like I said, Shootout's great start to the Shootout, and it's maintaining that consistency, I suppose, over the coming rounds, and maybe at tracks that you don't really like.
Yes. Oh, to be honest, I like them all. It's just I'm just head and shoulders this one. It's just really good, and hopefully we've got my new engine on the dyno on next Monday.
Yeah.
So that'll go back in the tarmac car then, and be proper set then. 2 cars, 2 engines again. It has took me a while, but priorities, some stuff has to come first, and then you still got to live a life other than stock cars. So, a big thank you to my family really. They've put me a lot of hours of not seeing me, or I'm a team. The team have put a lot of hours in. So
But your daughter loves it.
Both kids love it. Both kids. Honestly, that first few meetings this year was so bad. If it weren't for Zachary, and to be honest, Penny's just come on last few months. If it weren't for them, I probably would have just really took a dive. It costs a lot of money, and when you put a lot of money in and get nothing back, it really is hard. Now it's coming too, and just at the right time.
Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks so much.